What is up guys, Greedy Knight here with the farming guide for Anomaly investigations. I'll break down the efficient farming methods for Anomaly rank, materials, charms, and augments for all title updates. Let's get into it. This is the order for what you should farm for: Anomaly rank, weapon augments, decorations, armor augments, charms, and Anomaly coins. Anomaly rank unlocks the content of each title update. Weapon augments provide a flat boost that will make your farming go quicker. Then you can grab the new decorations and refurbish your sets with said decorations. Lastly, you augment your sets with the accumulated mountain of essences you got from material farming. All the while, you passively farm charms and anomaly coins. Once you reach the content for the next title update, then you loop this cycle again for 3 to 5 title updates worth of content. Anomaly rank is nothing more than a collection of milestones for new augments and gear. You should never worry about maxing your rank until you hit your content ceiling, only doing so to prepare for the next update. You gain anomaly points by completing quests, collecting afflicted items, or breaking anomaly monster parts. When it comes to farming anomaly rank, the best practice is to pick a monster that you can consistently break parts on and hunt within 5 to 10 minutes. Once you have unlocked all of the afflicted monsters, the lowest anomaly rank monster you should tackle is AR4. Because prime essences will start dropping at this rank. These are needed to enable armor augments for rarity 10 pieces. You can increase the quest multiplier by making it more restricted, like a reduced quest time to 25 minutes and decrease cart count. As you rank up, more points will be awarded and the multipliers will increase. Reddit recommends the Pyrekadaki quest or the Diablos Seething Basil Geese quest for multiple part breaks and efficient points. Afflicted Materials are the only motivation for farming Anomaly rank because they unlock new materials, which unlock augments and decorations at each Anomaly rank milestone, shown here. Screenshot this for your reference. However, to farm each material efficiently, you have to consider matchups for your weapon. Every material has at least 2 monsters to pick from, so you pick your preferred matchups for your weapon for each material. Note that the second and third tier materials will be the only materials you receive if you are hunting at your Anomaly rank, forcing you to farm for the first tier by dropping an investigation level to 100 or lower. You are farming afflicted monsters for their afflicted materials, so you care more about maximizing material yield than speedrunning time. You aim for as many part breaks as possible to get the most materials in a given hunt. This will also let you get more anomaly points as a bonus. For the typical element meta, you need stacks of 10 for each material that costs 2 material per augment, and stacks of 15 that cost 3 material per augment. Decorations require stacks of 7 and typically 1 mantle. Risen Elder Dragon skills require Rise Gems from their respective Risen, so you need 3 Rise Gems for Bloodlust, 4 for Blessing, and 5 for Dragonheart. For weapon augments, you always unlock the next slot upgrade because it enables more augments to be added to your weapon, and post title update 4, it provides a stat boost for every weapon depending on their type. Element weapons gain 18 element, 25 raw attack, and 20 units of sharpness once all slots are unlocked. Raw and status gain 40 attack and 20 units once all slots are unlocked. For optimal damage, multi-hitting element weapons scale better with element than with raw at the 20 element hit zone level. So weapons like Charge Blade and Dual Blades can invest into element level 8, attack level 1. Status and raw builds always invest into attack level 4. Not all augments are created equally, and these are the quote-unquote bad augments. Most meta builds invalidate affinity because they can reach 70 to 100 affinity thanks to the combination of a weapon's natural affinity, weakness exploit, crit eye, max might, and bloodlust. Handicraft sustains damage rather than boosting it. The only weapons that want to invest in handicraft over the boost are gunlance and any weapon with lock sharpness like Tigrex or Nargacuga. It is fundamentally better to just use handicraft the skill rather than lose your 35 elements or 20 attack. Status increases the number of status procs and indirectly increases damage output, but offers less value compared to the flat increases. The Rampage slot upgrade depends on which weapon you're using and what your weapon type is. You use it to gain access to anti-species, weapon-specific decorations, and Elembane for relevant builds and matchups. Armor augments enable you to add another skill, slot, or stat to your armor by spending some Zenny and essences. Each armor piece has a skill budget and can only roll for skills within their budget. RNG will lower or raise this budget by trading off defense, resistances, or skills on the armor, but never slots. Each skill has a cost that modulates the budget by inserting itself into or removing itself from the armor. Slots can only upgrade, costing 6 for a single level upgrade, 12 for 2 slot upgrades, and 18 for 3 slot upgrades. They can target multiple slots and even sprout a new one if the budget allows. If a rarity 10 armor piece has a budget of 10, it is not possible to get a skill in the 12 cost skill pool without some kind of trade-off. You have to lose defense, resistances, or skills to make the 12 points affordable on rarity 10 armors. You aim for 1 point of level 2, 3, and 4 skills relevant to your weapon, or level 2, 3, or 4 slot upgrades so that you can free up 5+ points on your armor to slot in 5 other skills. Starting with Title Update 4, you have to roll for unique armor skills like Build Up Boost, Strife, and Furious because the armor they are attached to don't compare to the meta set. The mountain of essences you farmed up to this point will let you roll until you get good enough augments. The idea is to store them up until after your weapon augments and acquiring new decorations so you can roll without having to farm for more mid-rolling session. The default augment system may be cheaper on paper, but in practice it is more expensive since the RNG is that terrible, costing more statistically. The only reason to use it after unlocking the other 2 methods is to roll for a skill on a piece where you can't afford to lose a single level of any skill, like with the Risen Kushala Helm. The stable augment is bad because it only changes defense and elemental resistances. Augment Skill Plus guarantees to take a skill off of your piece, always increasing your budget for higher cost skills. A good number of rarity 10 pieces have throwaway skills depending on your weapon, so rolling off the don't cares will save you time and get that vital skill much quicker. The only trade-off is that you have to re-roll if you get the skill you want, but at the cost of a vital skill on the armor. It's best practice to turn off autosave and manually save before starting a rolling session because it reduces the amount of wasted essences in case you get bad rolls. If you don't find any good augments, reset. If you find a good augment, keep it, save, and then keep rolling. You can transfer an augment from one piece to another of the same rarity and budget cost. When you find a good augment, but you don't want it on your current armor, then you reset, find a piece with the same budget and rarity, then re-roll on this new piece until you get that augment again. Augment Skills Plus consistently takes vital skills on your armor in exchange for a skill you want. By transferring an augment to another piece, you might have a chance to get a skill without losing anything important. If you are using 2 armor pieces from the same set, this trick will always work. It just depends on what is taken. Once you are done rolling for augments, sell off your essences to recoup your Zenny losses. A stack of 1k plus essences will give you an augment fund for the next update. The best way to farm Anomaly coins is to follow the Will of Bahari. You have to hunt the target monster at the level range. This increases the research progress bar, and at 10 points, you cash in the advertised 100 plus coins. Quests give a range of 1 to 20 coins per hunt depending on difficulty. Once version 14 rolls around, Bahari changes his mind and lets you hunt either a monster within the range or the target monster. If you fulfill both conditions, he will give you 2 points for the progress bar, doubling your coin output. The maximum coin count is 9,999, so you should always spend your coins to avoid this limit. The best use of your Anomaly coins is to buy Melding Accelerants. You hold them until you gain access to Title Update 5, and then burn all of them on Vigor Melding. The Afflicted Materials and Mantles are only bought when you need to upgrade something and you don't really feel like farming for those materials. Metal Eggs are fool's gold since selling essences will cover your bank account once you are done augmenting your armor, and you get them passively anyways. For Title Update 1 through 4, you toggle between Reincarnation and Aurora Melding to manage your resources. Use Aurora for the better skill pool, then use Reincarnation once you have 7+ pages of charms, allowing you to recoup materials for more Aurora melds. The goal for these methods is to get any weapon vital skill like Quick Sheath at max power with the 3-2-1 slot distribution, or any of the attack crit suite with 2 points and a level 2 slot. Secondary skills and better slots are at the discretion of RNG. In Title Update 5, you unlock the Afflicted version of charms, turning the charm into the 6th armor piece. For Curio charm farming, Vigor takes 1500 village points and 200 points of Afflicted Materials to produce 5 Curio charms. Cyclist takes 1200 village points and recycles 10 Curio charms to produce Curio charms with a targeted skill. There are few limits on what a charm can be. A 411 slot, 331 slot, and 222 slots are the best distributions, and most skills can be found at max power, save for Dereliction, Dragonheart, and certain 5-point skills. Saving your accelerants and afflicted materials until this method will let you roll for god charms. The best materials to burn through are the 2nd and 3rd tier of materials, because you should have a mountain of these assuming you hunt at your anomaly rank. The most efficient material is the Risen Dragon Thickblood from Risen Shigaru and Risen Valstrax, because it costs 200 points for one material, meaning you need a stack of 10 for a full round of charms. On average, you get at least 3 per hunt and 30 Thickbloods per 10 hunts, enabling you to spam melding accelerants due to the surplus. Just like with Title Update 4, use Cyclist to dispose of any bad charms and to recoup resources while you farm for Vigor melding materials. Like if this video was useful to you, consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. Comment down below anything I missed or anything you want to talk about. That's all I got for this one. Greedy Knight, signing out.